Hey guys, Tara here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Rails and Metal. Playing for today's spawning in the north, we have Tabasco Bro as OKW, who has Fortifications, Special Operations, and Scavenge. Teaming up with him is EOSR, playing as host there, who has German Mechanized Jaeger Armor and Jaeger Infantry, random team. In fact, both of these teams are random. In the south, we have Locke as the Soviets, who has Soviet Combined Arms, Lend-Lease, and Soviet Shock Army. Maybe we're going to see an ML20 from him. Teaming up with him is C, who has Vanguard, Advanced Emplacements, and Mobile Assault. Remember, the Brits have received quite a few nerfs in this patch, so interesting to see how they perform. Everybody in this game is top 500 random teams, but the allies do have a ranking advantage. Probably going to be necessary though with all the nerfs allies have received recently, and if you check the win charts, Axis have definitely taken over in team games. Well, we closed in there. It was a bit of a risky proposition. I mean, there are 3 windows facing this way. Wouldn't really recommend it. Maybe if you're coming up against like one window on this side, closing with Stern Pioneers would be a good idea there. But against 3 windows, that's a pretty shit idea. Because remember, garrisons do provide cover at point blank range, whereas cover does not. So we've got penals coming from Locke, going for that penal, and then to the Scoutcaster, similar to the popular 1v1 build at the moment, though obviously he's locked in Soviet Combined Arms. Do have a Kugel, pretty standard opening, you know, machine gun rushed into this garrison, locking down this fuel for the southern team. We have mortar now deployed for EOSR. Not sure why he's closing in with his pioneers right now though. Is that not barraging? Is that barraging? What is that barraging? Barraging that squad behind there. Oh, he's using smoke now. So he got flamers upgrading. Why is he using smoke right now? Well, that doesn't really make sense. Maybe if he had like a flamethrower that was about to pop, so he could use smoke to close into flamethrower range. Maybe get a few attack rounds in. That would make a bit more sense, but it's not the case. Anyway, C has got himself a mortar pit down. Slightly exposed in this position. Troops can come around this way. That's going to be trouble for the Axis team. More pit still very, very hard to kill. Penals put in the scout car. Quite good for flanking machine guns. They obviously cannot repair. The scout car once takes damage, which is why it's so popular to put in combat engineers, just to repair out of danger from Faust. Ooh, that could go down. Could be pretty bad at firing on the move though. Maybe if he maybe if he stops here and tries to fire it as it crosses the road. Oh, and he kind of does that a bit later, but decrews it out of range there though, to be stolen really. Pops out here because he's expecting the Faust to come through, and it does, taking down that scout car. In fact, we didn't see it, but a Grenadier squad went down there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Pretty late retreat there as well. Now the mortar looks like it's going to be in trouble. We're getting in a nice position to take down the mortar pit though.
Emplacement under attack.
Needs to keep eyes on it though. This squad brace is worn off now, still on cooldown, so looks like the mortar pit's going to go down. So oh, that was a really bad idea to set this up right now. Here, and he casts it early. That's a good decision. You get a much bigger return by cancelling it early when it hasn't taken much damage. And doing the late cancel, where you lose most of your resources, which is available in the Star Series on cancelling. If you want more information on that. Did the Fox Ranger squad go down? I don't think so. No. He is flooding quite a lot of manpower though, old Tabasco bro. Yeah, now yeah, that's why I thought he lost a Fox Grenadier squad, because he was floating because he didn't have that many units. And he's actually going for a secondary kitten here, which doesn't really make that much sense. So advanced emplacement selected by C, and he's gone for a Bofors. So putting down another mortar pit in it's a very similar spot. Brigittans do have a bit of trouble fighting the Bofors because they have less range than most other anti-tank guns. It does make it a bit harder to shoot the Bofors, especially like reliably. So many Brigitten with projectiles that end up hitting the ground. But we do have a flame half-track. Very good against replacements, but not against the Bofors, because it will just kill it in a second. And yeah, there it goes. Now a Fort Assembly going down for C. Also upgrade this with the durability. Which gives him more armor as well. I think it makes it immune to small arms fire. Does it give him more health as well? I'm not sure. Increase in durability. It definitely makes it immune to small arms fire. I think it gives it like 40 armor.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Does he have sight of this? Well, that got repelled. Got a couple hits in there, but probably not going to amount to much. Got a very aggressively placed fuel cache here for EOSR. I would not recommend putting your cache down here. This isn't a terribly important point here. It's not really going to cut anything off. It's very likely to die on this map. If you got these like really safe positions right outside your base, there's no need to put a fuel cache out that far. Anyway, it looks to get a little bit of PTRS fire. It looks like it's backing away for some repairs. X is having a lot of trouble trying to push into this mortar pit, as you'd expect with its tremendous range. Using this pressing barrage on the Bofors. This, of course, has been toned down heavily since this commander was considered OP. Still might be overpowered. I'm not 100% sure in team games. It's just so boring to play. I think a lot of people just gave up trying to play advanced replacements because it's just so boring.
Task carried out as ordered.
That looks like this could be the end. Or maybe not. T-70 arriving perhaps in the nick of time. Is he going to be able to get away with his looks? That's the question. Does he have any squads coming? Grenadier, for his teammate's Grenadier coming, doesn't drive towards it. Allow him to get the Faust off. Still backing away, but luckily T-70 missing a couple shots here. 2 shots in a row. Is the looks going to get away? T-70 bouncing a shot there. Looks like T-70 is just going to go suicidal here. Oh my god, main gun destroy! The looks gets away! Oh, that is horrible luck. That T-70 missed like 2 or 3 shots in a row there. I thought that looks was dead for sure. That was insane. I didn't see what the walking Stuka targeted, but it looks like it targeted the emplacements. Didn't do much. Pretty rare for the rockets to, well, more than one rocket to actually land on a emplacement. They do have quite small target sizes, despite looking enormous. Except for the 17 pounder, which is quite huge. So if you're going to target anything, it's got to be this forward assembly. And it's, you know, got this many upgrades, 200 manpower, 200 manpower. Doesn't have the ability to brace. On top of costing 250, I believe. That's a lot of manpower you can knock out. Similar cost to a howitzer, honestly. You get a couple of barrages on that bad boy. You can knock it down a lot easier than most of the emplacements. Problem is, often you don't know where it is. Just behind the emplacements, and you never actually get to scout back there unless you use like an artillery flare or something like that. Everything gets dodges those rifle grenades. But the allies do seem like they're starting to settle into this camp here with the emplacements, causing the Axis a few headaches. And see, look how little veterans he got from that barrage. Didn't inflict any manpower bleed. It's just a bit of a waste using a Stuka to just fire on emplacements. Unless you're going to like come in and follow up after they brace or something like that. Unless your enemy is, you know, just not using brace at all or something. Fresh T-70. Maybe the allies also have a fuel cache. This one in a much safer position. And it looks like this Axis fuel cache about to go down here. That was the walking Stuka once again targeting the emplacements. Looks like he got the forward assembly a little bit this time though. Didn't kill the repair engineers. Is he going to go for some ISGs now? It's quite handy to have the ISG just continuously picking away at perhaps killing those repair engineers, because even though they don't cost anything to like reproduce, you know, if they do die, it does take away a bit of repair time. So the fact that Tabasco bro has invested this much into his mechanized play, it's just he's probably going to be going for a Command Panther. Though, I mean, if facing off against emplacements, maybe we'll see a howitzer. Usually this would make sense, but you don't expect your opponent to have like Soviet combined arms, like a recon plane with the bombing strike. Pretty unusual. Allies have that combination. And if you've actually seen the thread on COH2.org, it looks like Stuka dive bomb perhaps is going to be nerfed in the next patch. They're having a team game patch, which is good. So yeah, check that thread out. Changes look pretty good to me. In fact, may motivate me to cast a few more team games. Oh, Stuka dive. Not Stuka dive, I'm walking Stuka. Just annihilates that squad in the garrison. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Oh! And that's a Panzer IV. Pretty reasonable timing on that for EOSR. Oh, he's got to retreat these. Okay, there he goes. Looks like he's trying to satchel it. Runs out of the range just in the nick of time. Fuel cache going down now for C. Allies already have quite a lot of fuel though.
We are losing the sector.
It's not like Locke has some tremendously expensive coolant tank that he needs to go for. Oh, this is going to be a sticky satchel. Damages its engine, does quite a lot of damage. We've got guards in retreat path. Machine gun not shooting at them. Pops this machine gun out. Looks like he's going to try to repair it. Here goes T-70. Trying to get to the rear armor, I imagine. On a bit of a roundabout path for it. Oh, here comes the Lux in the nick of time. Panzer IV doesn't have a main gun destroyed yet. There goes T-70. Guards in the building. Super low health building. Guys could go down if this P4 shot lands. There they go. Oh man. Yeah, but I missed micro on that Lux. I mean, not on that Lux, on that T-70. I think he could have got to the rear armor of the Panzer IV a bit earlier and should not have risked getting in that building. Where is that low health? Maybe he didn't realise that, but kind of a bit of a lucky escape there from EOSR with his tank. So 2 lucky escapes for the Axis vehicles. They do kind of need that because they're getting pummeled by these replacements, which obviously don't bleed any manpower when they take damage. So we do tend to win those wars of attrition. Kind of surprising, we're seeing a tech truck here by Tabasco, bro. Maybe it's going to be a med truck though. He has indeed gone for fortifications, but as I talked about earlier, I'm not sure that's the best decision with a recon plane and I mean 2 bombs, precision barrage and IL-2. Very good at removing the howitzer. That was always one of the big complaints about this commander, the fact that, you know, howitzers tend to counter emplacements because obviously, you know, they shoot quite a lot of shells over a decent period of time, makes it very hard to repair them and brace accordingly, but then it has the perfect counter to the howitzer, the bombing run. The only saving grace is it doesn't have a recon run as well. Obviously in team games, you know, sometimes that's your allies can get that recon going, and then 1v1s, I mean, what map can you hide a howitzer on? You know, you can't build them in your base sector. It's pretty rare. Ooh, that could be a dead machine gun. No, he threw it a little bit too far behind the MG. That one looks more on target. And that's a Comet for C. This is received a few changes. It's moving accuracy has gone from 0.75 to 0.5. Its population's gone up to 18, I think. You can check that. Yeah, 18. So harder to spam. Gonna be a bigger taxing population, but also receive rear armor changes. I think, and it's our white phosphorus round. Once you hit Vet 1, doesn't kill anymore, and doesn't have like 90 range or whatever it was, like that stupid range. So some much needed nerfs to the Comet. Excuse me. But rear armor, I don't think they should have nerfed the rear armor. If they were also nerfing its moving accuracy.
Good news. The ability is ready for use.
Well, that machine gun must have its line of sight blocked by that tree there. Those squads just walked right on by it. Here comes the Comet. Looks like it wants to perhaps go after the Stuka. As it fours, no match for the Comet. Not taking raket and fire though. Penetrating and hitting the rear armor twice in a row. Of course, he could also get a gammon bomb off. Depends for us to be careful. Second raket in there almost knocks out the Comet. It's going to be a full retreat from C. Suffering quite a lot of manpower bleed there in those squads as well.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Peons want to go for a satchel. It's going to land. In fact, that could almost take... It will take out his Walker Stuka note. Split up. Oh man, Sternbein is lucky to escape that mortar pit. Here comes another artillery strike from the Walking Stuka. Targeting a similar range once again. Doesn't look like he's getting many kills, but finally hitting Vet 1 where he gets one of his recharge bonuses. I believe the Vet 2 bonus is much larger though. Another fuel cache for the Axis. So 2 for 2. 2 versus 2 fuel caches, so very similar incomes there. And VP is also pretty similar so far. Take a look at army supplies. C does have quite a large army, but obviously a lot of that's tied up in placements. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say who's winning the army. He's gone for a bombing run on the truck. Does about half health. Perhaps, I mean, this could perhaps work if you teamed up with your ally, also using a precision bombing run. Oh, okay. I was like, if he did that on the light cover, I think that would have been a wipe right there. This is a lot of squads. Axis need to get out of there straight away. So the squad's been forgotten about. It's got to go down. Indeed it does. Vet 4 on the looks. This is when it goes to suppression fire? No, Vet 5. Vet 4 is for the overs. Right. Oh, anti-tank gun actually coming in for a bit of follow-up on the Schwer. It doesn't have sight using attack ground, it looks like. So missing a lot of shots. Stuka targeting it, perhaps. Doesn't even get one model dropped on it. And what's he doing? Why is he building a howitzer instead of repairing his truck? What is he doing? Why? Why would you do this? Oh my god. And what's his looks doing during all this? Could have snuck its way up here and forced that anti-tank gun away. Or maybe forced their machine gun away, allowed his infantry to come in. Pretty bad play there by Tabasco, bro. Means no tanks for him. Probably going to have to go for the King Tiger now. Not like it's a bad thing. Oh, there goes the machine gun.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
And the Allies got a triple cap now. Axis starting to suffer a few losses. Those mortar pits racking up the kills. I mean... Okay, in comes the howitzer fire. So now he's got to be really careful. He's got to make sure that the Allies don't get sight of this. Spinning random teams. I mean, Locke's used all his munitions, so no recon plane for a while. And maybe they're not going to be able to coordinate a recon plane into precision barrage. I'm not sure if they speak the same language, if they can communicate about that.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
So I'm sure C wants to drop a precision barrage on their howitzer. Another Comet, also a sniper. Pretty surprising to go for a sniper at this stage of the game.
We're losing a capture point.
You can see why the early feature is so powerful. Shells just keep coming. I think it does 8 shells. So the fire does last a long time. Similar amount of time to brace. Oh, could this be the end of the looks? Yeah, there it goes. Down to the V2 Comet. In comes the zeroing artillery. Got to have sight to make this work, though. Don't know if he's aware of that. Here comes a precision barrage over here. One of the Comets goes down. This Comet looks like it may be stuck as well, taking engine damage. Panther backs into the precision barrage. Very bad idea. Here comes Panzer IV, Raketen on the rear armor. That Comet's dead. Zeroing artillery. How does he have sight of this? I don't know, but it's just annihilated all those emplacements. And now C is... he's got nothing. He's got absolutely nothing. Look at that, 26 supply. There was anti-tank gun. I mean, that was just really reckless running in there with 2 Comets, basically completely unsupported. And it's not, and he couldn't even like safely retreat because he'd be retreating through the zeroing artillery. Well, that was a crushing blow to the Allies. I mean, you see Locke still has a competitive army size, but C is so far behind now. Comes from another Comet though. Still has plenty of munitions in the bank. That was pretty good usage of the zeroing artillery. Using the howitzer to get the brace out of the way and then doing a bit of follow-up with the zeroing artillery. This is extremely strong. Even if using it on brace replacements, it'll do quite a lot of damage. Won't kill them. Brace, but... oh, could this be the end of the Panzer IV? No. Looks like the Su-85 decides to disengage here. Probably wise. There's a whole bundle of Raketens on their way over there. Didn't really mention it, but Tier 4 from EOSR, which allowed him to get that Panther, which came in at such a good time. Comes some howitzer fire now. Ooh, walking Stuka! Doing the damage. And comes the looks. Oh, another squad down. This is really bad. What is C up to here? That's Locke's howitzer as well. Having a good old-fashioned howitzer war. I was like, I'm sure I saw howitzer shells landing here. Why are they landing over here now? It's because that's the ML-20. ML-20 doesn't fire as many shells. I think it fires 6 instead of 8, but the shells do 200 damage instead of 160. Otherwise, the house is pretty similar. Interesting to see Tabasco bro go for a Puma when I thought he would have put down his medic truck and gone for a King Tiger. Which he probably could have had right about now if he had gone for this Puma.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Puma's not that good at this stage of the game. Doesn't stand much of a chance to get penetrating the Comet. Only 400 health, dies quite easily. Okay, recon plane gets shot down. I'm not sure if he would have even... It looks like he was outside of the vision radius as well, so no bombing run on that howitzer. I was very lucky that Panther shot it down so quickly. Okay, the armor is mobilizing. Got that command tank aura cooking as well. Email 20 coming in though. Has it done any kill anything? Oh, it's got 11 kills. I think I had one when I last checked on it. So maybe it took down some of those pioneers. Oh! Did that green squad go down? Maybe there's one model over here. The guards go down though. Lost the stun stack up here. Almost taken engine damage. Not sure how that happened. Oh, that could be the end of the looks. No. 35 backing away. Okay, another recon plane coming in. Once again, I think it's not going to be able to spot that out, so maybe we can see this through Locke's point of view. No, I think they got shut down by the OKW base flex that time. Oh my god.
We need orders.
Seems like Tabasco bro may have even forgotten about his house. I don't remember his firing for a while. Hasn't really. I don't think he's even used it that much since he killed those emplacements. Whereas Locke's making very good use of it. His oh, could this Panther be about to run over the mine? There it goes. Looks like it could run over another mine as well. Comet trying to get to the rear armor of the Panther. We got a zeroing artillery coming in. Who goes down to the SU-85. Zeroing artillery starting in another Puma. Runs over another mine. Good mines from Locke. SU-85 taking some shots at these medium tanks here. Also taking fire from Puma. Puma goes down. SU-85 continuing to dish it out though. Here comes the Comet coming back in. Oh my god, that thing's so close to death. He doesn't want to run into that Vet 3 kitten. Some zero artillery shells really starting to hammer down here. Oh, and that Comet squeaks out of there. That was cool. I think just about everything got out of there except for the Pumas. And Tabasco bro has an output down his med truck, so King Tiger is an option, but the access are a bit low on VPs now, just a touch over 100. So I haven't really capitalized that well on that real thrashing C2 took when he lost so many of his emplacements and 2 comets. I think part of that is because this house hasn't really been used. Looks like he could max range barrage on Locke's howitzer. Bit of counter battery action. Could even activate counter battery, counter barrage. Which I believe means you can shoot further. The shots are more accurate, but doesn't shoot as many shells. That's how it works on the howitzer, at least. EOSR at Vet 2 now, a bit more formidable. It's got that penetration bonus. Oof, this howitzer, man. Oh, squad down. Why is he going? Why does he keep making these like piddly little tanks? Get a King Tiger out, mate. Panzer IV is trying to head over to this side. But I mean, it also looks like he doesn't have that much infantry on the field. Oof. Ooh, that was a nice Stuka barrage. Comet coming in though, could take down the Stuka perhaps. Nice seal for the looks. Probably stick around and try and knock out. Oh, he's using the Comet crew grenade. Haven't seen that for a while because it takes so long to throw, as you saw there. Here comes the Panther, but a little bit too late to join in on the fun. Is that tracking being used by Locke? That's also a rear sight. Just getting low on the VPs. Panzer IV could be in trouble here. That's Mark. Oh, it's Button. Oh, Satchel. That's gone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huge Satchel. T-34 and Panzer IV both go down, as well as a whole stack of engineers. Oh, EOSR, what are you doing? No, it's gonna go down. No, the Raketen misses. EOSR speeding down the road, but Panther could chase him down if he pops blitz. Maybe if he doesn't pop blitz. No, doesn't do it.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
And Axis super low on VPs now. Mechanized Grenadier Group. Wow, I haven't seen one of these for a long time. Quite expensive for what they are, but it's going to allow them to get onto this VP very, very quickly, I suppose. And along map like rails and metal, that may come in handy when you're so low on VPs as well. This Raketen gets crewed. He could be about to lose his mechanized shaft track. Trying to prevent the cap in the middle. This is where you should probably be using the white phosphorus round. Needs to run straight onto that VP though. And here comes the King Tiger. About time. Could this be what turns the game around for the Axis? Quite a formidable armor force here. Got a Vet 2 Panther, got a command tank, now got a flak panzer as well. No, clears out that highly vetted. That was maybe Vet 4, Vet 5 Riken there. That's a bit of a shame to lose that. 2 comets. And he didn't actually bother going over here to cap the VP. Big mistake. Big mistake. Luckily they do have control of 2 VPs at the moment. Faust goes off. T-34 is snared. I'm not going to go down to this. This is going to get decrewed before it gets the kill, but perhaps a bit of follow-up from that Panther. Even the Flak Panzer, if it gets the rear armor, it's conceivable it could knock out the T-34 from this amount of health. Let's have an update on the Howitzer kills. 23 now. Seeing as they've been pretty good. Could this be the end of the P4 command tank? Remember, this aura doesn't benefit itself anymore. We'll go down to 4 shots. Oh, narrowly escapes. King Tiger getting a bit timid here. Doesn't want to lose too much health. The Vet 3 Su-85. This thing's full on beast now. It's got all those cooldown bonuses as well as the penetration bonus. It's extremely effective against heavy tanks. One cache goes down. Here comes the Flak Panzer. This infantry going down pretty fast, but looks like the Allies mobilizing here. They've got a tank destroyer now. Again, this time a firefight. Oh, Tulips and it's stunned. King Tiger in deep trouble. The kid there trying to help, but this thing's really trying to limp away now. Oh, and it probably max range. Down goes the KT. What the hell is this Panther doing? It's back here getting repaired. Bad juncture for that to be happening. Yeah, just not enough support for his King Tiger there. Just one lone Riken. Not enough to stop Comets and the 2 tank destroyers from just tearing his King Tiger to shreds. And those Tulips, man, what a game changer. It's gone for the Ram with the damaged engine. Just the stun. Down goes the P4 command tank. Kidden also about to drop. Oh, it's looking like the game's got to close out here for the Axis. Well, I mean, they went for the Howitzer and it countered those replacements very well, and they made like a hammering blow against C, and they should have been able to follow up after that, but I feel like maybe they didn't press their advantage. Tabasco bro forgot to use his Howitzer after that. I think he only used one more barrage, even though it was alive for quite a long time. And I think EOSR didn't really use his armor very effectively this game. It feels like this Panther should have just like in the wrong place constantly, just not supporting properly. And Tabasco bro should have gone for the King Tiger way earlier instead of making 2 Pumas and another Lux. Perhaps if those few adjustments had been made, this could have been a completely different match. But good Howitzer usage from Locke. Really made that work. Oh, oh man.
One of our panzers
Down go the Panthers. And that's going to be the game. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.